Hey guys, I thought we'd have some more fun with magnets today. If you've seen enough magnet coverage in the last couple of days, by all means, flush this video. I have just really been amazed with what a couple of magnets will do to my AD-20.5s. And I think this will probably be the kiss of death, but I think I've got it down to about a science in terms of the magnets that have been most successful so far to me. So I'm going to grab two of my bigger rare earth magnets, set them over here. And then I'm going to take a quick second and thank all the channel members. Thank you all so much. I appreciate you more than you know. And anybody who takes the time to watch my knife, my EDC, my tearing apart knives content, I appreciate you all more than you know. If you're ever so inclined and you could be so encouraged, I would love it if you'd hit that subscribe button down below and that bell notification icon. It would further help the channel and it would bring you in closer and being notified when we release new content, have live streams, different community posts and stuff like that. So guys, what I'm doing is just getting after it with the T6. This Demko 20.5 uses a T6 for the body screws and a T10 for our pivot screws. If I'm not mistaken, these are aluminum goat aluminum scales, not titanium scales. Not that that matters. The next ones we're going to try to glue on the next video will be titanium. So let's get the rest of these body screws. I don't have my Knipex pliers over here, but I might need them at some juncture. But I'm going to try to continue to engage with you kids while I try to pull these out, because I think they're free spinning in the barrels, which worse things have happened. All right, so what we're going to do now, put in our T10. My goal is to keep this on camera for you guys, because I haven't been doing that great with that in the past videos. And the other goal is to not jettison my spring. All right. So this is going to work out nicely if I can keep all this. Perfect. Guys, there will be some things that are off screen for just a second. All right. So what we want to do, God, we need some skiffs. I've got skiffs that are going to be here tomorrow. Look at these bearings, guys. All right, I'm not going to let that hold me down, but what I am going to do is step right over here and grab a tool that, if y'all remind me, I will link in this video. I pick it up from Amazon. These are the Knipex 4-inch adjustable pliers, and they have no knurling here. So what they're great for are holding standoffs where you don't want them to get crimped or bent, or holding barrel spacers. Watch what we can do here now. Now we got that barrel spacer out, because we're going to want those out. And we're going to hold this barrel spacer the same way, not crimping it, just holding it so that we can get this other screw out. And then my magnets, of course, hooked up. So now what we are going to do, we're going to template Alright, so I'm not even going to take this one out yet. Get my black marker. And guys, I know I'm not an artist, but what I'm doing is I'm making myself a target that I want to aim for. So I'm going to do the same thing right over here. I don't want my magnet necessarily into my scale. Alright, so why does that scale press fit in there? Let's see. Stop pin. I think I can get my magnets on easier if I don't have that metal pulling it. I don't want to walk over and get my little pry bar and I just cut my fingernails. Hold on, guys. Alright, so now what I want to do, I've got my two magnets facing each other. I'm going to take a little bit of this super glue. Probably too much. That is okay. And I'm going to take another dab of super glue. Press this guy down. And some of that comes out, what I'm going to do, just because I don't want it to push up the scales, rub it around. And like I say, in just a couple of minutes, that will dry up. So we will let that dry for just a couple of seconds. And we will put it back together. Let's see, we got our blade bushing on. Get that bushings on backwards. I always think the barrels should run towards the blade, like so. And like I say, I've got skiffs coming tomorrow. They finally got back in stock for AD-20.5s. I want to put some on my Arcadia. All right. Bear with me, kids. What I did not do, but I'm gonna do, let's go back in, get a little of my KPL original. Kind of saturate that pivot. Don't want any in the pivot, but I do want it to run down Now, last night when I put this back together, I left out my fucking backspacer. So, to prevent that from happening again, I think our best bet would be I'm going about this backwards because I don't want to take that blade out. That's laziness that'll lead to an unneeded injury. All right, so that one's tucked in tight. I forgot these have to screw through the aluminum. Before they'll thread into our little barrels. Alas. But should we need them, we have our Knipex close by. So now the trick's going to be to get our pivot lined back up as it is. Get our back spacer line back up. Get our bladed object line back up. And the trickiest part this really isn't the trickiest part. This is just the part that I've jettisoned springs before. All right, we got that in. Got that in. Now, let's try to keep all this together. We may not be able to. We may have to come back and do our liner. Nope. We got a perfect snap together. So let's go body screw. Nope. Body screw. And pivot screw. Guys, that's going to be less than a 15-minute mod if my magnets had time to set up. But I hadn't tried them on. Yep, they seem to be holding in there perfectly. I haven't set them on, oh, fuck me. I always do that. And it's going to free spin, probably, because I've got that wonky ass come on out, baby. Let me try something because I really don't want to take it all the way apart. Although I will. If I have to put the clip on right, I will take it all the way apart. But that seems like an awful lot of fail. if I don't have to, which I don't. All right, so thank you there, Funky Screw. All right, and this is I think a Pops deep carry clip that I got off of Etsy a while back. It may be a Lynch, but I don't think so. I think it's a Pops. Pop these other screws in. All right, guys. So I got some clankety clankety. Tighten that up. No more clankety clankety. Definitely too tight. Dead center. Watch that blade when it gets close. Watch this, guys. Yes, the spring is helping pull it, but so are those two magnets that are coming up right about to here on the blade, sucking it in and holding it back. So I think it's going to be a mod I'm going to do on all of them, guys. I think it's definitely an inexpensive mod. I've got the pieces. I've got the parts. I might even try some other magnets down the road. Who knows? But guys, I appreciate you checking me out, checking out my science experiments here to see what we can do. I'll let you know how they progress. But I appreciate each and every one of you. Love you all. All I ever ask is please look out for the guy or gal to your left. Please look out for the guy or gal to your right. Please look out for each other. Go forward with love in your heart. And always choose debate, not hate. I love y'all. Peace.